Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to start a very special series where I'll be explaining the effects of transits of Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu for all 12 ascendants. Why ascendants? Because in my experience, I have found that transitory movements of planets are more effectively working when you consider them from ascendant rather than from moon. Though a lot of astrologers also believe that transitory movements are very much connected with moon, but in my observation, in my experience, I have found it much better working with ascendant. So I'll be explaining everything based on ascendant, why this transitory movement is so important, and why I have decided to start with today only. Let me first explain the second part. Why I have decided to start with it with today only is because today is the day when Hindu Samvatsar has started. A new year has started. So whenever we enter into any new year, this is the time where we should look forward to the next 12 months. We should plan about the next 12 months. And astrology and these transitory movements can give you a bit of hint. It's not a sure shot prediction that is going to take place. Every individual has a different kind of horoscope, different mahadashas, antardashas, different time is going on. But what transit can give you is it can give you a hint whether it is a favorable time to start something or not. Whether it is a time to stay back to whatever we are doing, or we can take any new adventure or any new step. So transits give you the basic hints, and then after you can have personal consultations. Then you can come to know, yes, the Mahadasha, Antardasha, and placement of planets are really supporting or not. So let me again repeat it. The transits are not the final predictions. It's just a hint. In terms of this, in Vedic astrology, transits are given, kind of special responsibility. They are executive authorities. Based on your dasha, mahadasha, and antardasha, and the connections of planets, whatever is going to happen, transits are the final authority that are going to deliver you. Like it's a grade 4 officer, a order is being executed by grade A, grade B officers, and the grade 4 officer who's sitting into public, the person who's giving the order to the concerned person. So transits have this kind of role to play. So just I'm starting with this Aries sign. See, for Aries, let me tell you first the planetary positions, how the planetary positions are going to be for the next 12 months. Saturn will remain in 11th house, though nakshatras will keep on changing. Right now, it is in the nakshatra of Jupiter, and then from October to December, it will back to Satabika, and then again back to Jupiter's nakshatra. So, Saturn will remain same till the next new Hindu New Year around 24 or 25th of March 2025. Saturn is going to stay in the Aries sign. It means from Aries ascendant, it's 11th, and it's a basic concept. Cruel planets 3, 6, 11 in transits are favorable. So one thing is Saturn is placed favorable for the Aries ascendant people. Now, coming to Rahu. Rahu Ketu are having 612 axis. 612 axis is a bit a critical placement for Rahu Ketu. When Rahu is in 6 and Ketu is 12, it's really favorable. But when it is opposite, Ketu in 6 and Rahu is 12th. So it's a bit of favorable, but again with lot of expenses and lot of efforts, because 12th Rahu is not that much comfortable. While Ketu is comfortable in 6th, but Rahu is not comfortable. And in the Vedic astrology, the impression of Rahu is always considered higher than Ketu, though they are almost having same kind of power, same kind of nature, and not nature, but if I say same kind of their bodies, or in whatever you say, they are almost the same kind. One body cut into two parts, but this is the Yuga of Rahu. This is Kali Yuga, where Rahu is more dominant. So Rahu's transit is very, very much effective. Rahu is moving to 12th and will remain 12th in throughout the year till next March. So Saturn in 12th, 11th, Rahu in 12th. Rahu in 12th gives success, but yes, obviously a bit expenses will be at higher side, unexpected expenses. Now I'll be explaining it. And Jupiter is moving from 1st of May in Taurus sign. It means for Aries ascendant, it's moving to second house. Transit of Jupiter in second, fifth, seventh, ninth, and 11th is always considered favorable, is always considered good one. So if I say for Aries ascendant people, Jupiter and Saturn, out of three major planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Rahu, Jupiter and Saturn are favorably placed. While Rahu is not actually favorable but not extremely bad also. Fine. And if you want to doubly sure, you can add your moon also. Suppose your moon is also in Aries sign, it means you are Aries ascendant and Aries moon both. So it's a highly favorable time for you. Brilliant time, brilliant in terms of transit. So you can add Aries also, your moon also. Suppose your moon is in 10th house in Capricorn. From Capricorn, Saturn is second, Rahu third, and Jupiter will be fifth. So again, a favorable time. So you can check from your moon also, because I know few people might have this kind of thing like we must go by moon also. So I'm adding the moon also, but my overall predictions, whatever I'm going to tell you, is based on ascendant only. So now we should look about the houses that they are going to cover. Saturn will have effect on first ascendant, fifth, and eighth house. Jupiter will have the effect on second, sixth, and 10th house, and eighth also. Second, sixth, eighth, and 10th house. Rahu will have effect on fourth, eighth, and 12th, where it is placed. So if I see, eighth house is a very prominent house, which is turning out to be a very prominent house in terms of the Aries ascendant, because Saturn is also having aspect on eighth house, Jupiter is also having aspect on eighth house, and the Rahu is also having aspect on eighth house. What eighth house represents? Eighth house represents lifespan. Eighth house represents support from the in-laws or support from your spouse family. Eighth house represents unexpected gains which you have never thought of, or legacy. So people who were facing problems in these aspects, because earlier it was only Saturn and Rahu were aspecting, Jupiter was not aspecting. Now Jupiter has also joined. What Jupiter is? Jupiter is beneficence. Jupiter is blessings. And Jupiter is ninth lord also for Aries ascendant. So it's definitely the time where things related to eighth house are going to change. Those who are struggling related to these issues now feel heavily relieved. They can feel, yes, things are turning out to be in their favor. If suppose you were fighting with your spouse and things were not moving into it, there was a legal battle going on, or your in-laws were not supporting you, you might get relieved. So these are the things Jupiter is going to bless the Aries ascendant regarding the eighth house matters. Now Jupiter is in the second house also. So second is what? Second is finance, speech, and family. Jupiter is what? Jupiter is divine. So you can feel that positivity coming out in terms of your savings, in terms of your income. You might feel that your speech has also improved. You are smartly using your words, smartly connecting with your friends, and you are really able to influence people. You might feel all sorts of changes, especially if you are going to Jupiter Mahadasha or Jupiter Antardasha. These sort of changes are even more higher. As you can plan for family expansion also. If you are looking for a child, this is really great time. This is really good time, and you may be blessed with a child. Or there could be any religious ceremony taking place in your family. If someone in your family is long time waiting for a marriage or something, marriage got fixed. Marriage can also be fixed. So it's really good time in terms of to enjoy your family life. You'll be finding your family life is really going into a beautiful phase. Now Jupiter is aspecting on sixth house also, where Rahu is also aspecting. So since Rahu earlier Jupiter was not aspecting, only Rahu was aspecting. So Aries ascendant people and more those who were going through the Mahadasha or Antardasha of Rahu were feeling a lot of dissatisfaction at their workplace, or their bosses were not supporting, or colleagues were not supporting. There were issues going on. So now this Jupiter's blessing Jupiter's aspect is going to resolve those issues. Next 12 months, you will be very much relieved in terms of your job, in terms of your colleagues, those who are not supporting you, will start supporting you. You will find, yes, all of a sudden their attitude, their, uh, thinking process, thought process has changed towards you, and things are getting into a better mode. Since Jupiter is aspecting on 10th house also, so you can expect a promotion also, because 10th lord is already in 11th. Saturn, which is already in 11th. So you can expect a promotion also. If any promotion which is due, or you are waiting for it, or you were trying for very hard for it, but things were not turning up into your favor, this is the right time. Those who are looking forward to get into government job also, Jupiter is the planet which blesses government job. Those who are looking for government job, for a long time they are trying for competitive exams, but things are not maturing in their favor. This is really a brilliant time where you can find that things might mature in your favor. Since Ketu is also there, Ketu makes a bit of careless. So earlier you were a bit of careless towards your competitive exams, or you were not focusing that much that was required to get through the success. But this coming Jupiter will change your attitude, will change your think process, and you will be taking your exams and studies more seriously. And it's really a good time for those who are looking for a government job to get through it. Saturn's aspect on fifth is a bit of challenging, because seventh aspect of Saturn is always challenging. Fifth is house of what? Fifth is your thinking process, your intellect. Fifth is your children also, especially the first child. So decision making, especially a quick decision making, or where you really need to make a hard decision, it would be a challenging thing for you. You need to be really cool. And those who are having their kids of mature age, they need to deal with their kids in a very sophisticated manner, because Saturn's fifth aspect is going to have some kind of dissatisfaction with your kid. And in this modern world, in this world, parenting is a really challenge. There are so many ways, there are so many distractions for the kids. So you need to be very careful, you need to be very very watchful, but not to be dictative. You have not to behave like a dictator, you have not to behave like a boss. You better deal with them as a friends. So fifth house will remain a matter of challenge for the Aries ascendants. They really need to take care of it. If the dasha and mahadasha are really supporting, sequence of mahadashas are really supporting, or you are going through a very uh, dasha or antardasha of a positive planet, this is the real time. If you are planning to start something new, if you are looking for a new venture, suppose you are in job but you are planning to move to a business, a really good time. Why? Because Jupiter is second house of finance. Jupiter is aspecting your 10th house, your profession. Whatever changes you are like trying to bring, this is really a good time, because divine planet is sending its blessing on 10th house. And house of income is, again, the owner is there. Second or 11th, both houses are under the positive influence. So those who are planning to start a new business, moving into a new venture, or they are already doing a business but wanted some kind of shift or some kind of change, this is really a favorable time. But again, never ever ignore whatever Mahadasha, Antardasha, and planetary combinations you are going through. Because I've already told you, the transits are only the executive bodies, but the higher authorities, those who give command to them, is the Dasha, Mahadasha, and the planets that are connected, whatever period you are going through. Okay, so I would like to conclude my session here only for Aries ascendant. Next, I'll be coming for Taurus ascendant. Thank you very much.